and he's Malaysian.
Yeah. Yeah, is that offensive?
That seems wild to me that you could just do that. I mean, I don't give a shit, but it seems like
that's the thing is like I think yes, it is, but I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit, but I feel like Asians would be like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing?"
That's I think that is the because those are the only people that are going to be able to call him out.
Totally. Well, yeah.
You know, we can't.
But his
that's not
fan
fair.
base,
But if I saw
fan
one
base is so Asian, and they like show up dressed like him to his shows.
Mm-hmm.
What's his stand-up like?
I don't know.
Like
The stand-up?
Yeah.
So is he a Chicago
I mean, I haven't.
comic?
Yeah, he's a Chicago comic. And he was very good. I don't know. I haven't seen him lately.
Okay.
I don't know if he's just gotten deep into the YouTube hole and lost
Yeah.
it.
Why?
But when he was doing stand-up with us, Nigel was great.
Yeah, he's.
You know him?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know him personally?
They used to run a show together.
We ran a show together in Chicago.
Oh, okay. So when he started doing the accent, did you call him up and be like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
He had moved to England by then.
Oh, okay.
So he moved to England, then we moved to New York, and we all kind of separated.
Yeah.
And then
He
his
blew up
YouTube
around-
Uncle Roger started to pop off
Around
a few
COVID.
years later. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Around COVID. And then we're like, oh, Nigel.
He has 10 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Is all he does he all is that all he does is the cooking stuff, or what else does he do on his YouTube?
Yeah, pretty much that. He also like
It's all like, hey, you're not cooking Asian food right.
Yeah, so it's like he'll go to Rachel Ray's YouTube channel and watch her cook pad thai and then react to that.
There should be an Asian guy who goes, hey, you're not doing the fucking voice right.
Oh
And
yeah,
just comments on
should I do
Nigel's
that?
videos.
I should do reaction videos
To
to
Nigel,
Nigel.
like he's lying. Every video is the same. He's lying about this is not how he
We don't
talks.
say fuyo.
Yeah, yeah. He's from Chicago. He doesn't talk.
We've
like
never
this.
said fuyo.
Yeah, dude, this is your ticket to fame.
All
bro.
right.
It's just
Yeah.
react to a reactor.
Yeah.
And then I can react to you.
Yeah,
And I'll be like, which one's right?
yeah, yeah.
Which one's Wilfred?
You just dress in a ninja costume the whole time. You go, which one is my friend?
I'm friends with one of them. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Who's allowed to say what they're saying?
I used to run a show with one, and I used to do a podcast with the other.
Yeah.
and I cannot tell them apart.
Then I just keep going, hiya. Ninja, hiya.
We have Jake Silberman
Hello.
on the show.
How's it going?
Old friend of mine and the pod, I guess.
And the pod.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were old friends.
Yeah, we were friends like
PNW days.
before. Jake was like the only dude I liked in Portland, and I was the only guy he liked in Seattle.
Oh, I know. Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
This
we used to bitch and moan about our respective scenes for years until he moved, and then I followed him 6 years later. You got out of there early.
Yeah, I mean,
I moved here in 2022. When did you come out here?
2018.
Okay, not as long as.
But
I
early
thought,
is not that. I mean, I was 8 years into comedy. That's not that early.
No, I know, but I was like, dude, I remember when I was supposed to move here in 2020, heat of the pandemic.
No, we were talking about that.
And you were like, you should still move out here. I was like, why? People are in morgues in the street. He goes, you could. Dude, this is a direct quote. He goes, you can still network.
Wilfred, gross.
Dude, I was just like,
You
I
said
gotta-
you can still network?
People are fucking dying.
Yeah.
He goes, dude, you can still network. I was like, with who? Who's still alive?
You did not.
He swear to God.
Everyone-
If I looked back at our
you
text,
can
we have that.
still
And
network.
I was like, bro, no.
and I still stand by it. You missed some good years.
Oh my
I missed some amazing park show years.
Yeah. Wilfred out here. Get over here and network.
Come on, meet this guy with the mask.
I'll introduce you to people.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was like, I think I'm good, bro. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of influencers came through and made it big in those 2 years. So
yeah.
you missed your
I
boat.
missed my shot. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, like everyone who doesn't book us on their shows.
Oh no. Well, no, I think Jake just waited a good amount of time, and I mean, honestly, I think you've passed Wilfred already.
No one has. No one has.
No, Wilfred's always the mountain I'm trying to climb.
Yeah.
You know, where is he at?
I'm Everest.
yeah, he's Everest. And
Yeah.
He's always out of reach. Oh, I just want to be almost
Yeah.
equivalent to Wilfred.
I'm the Sherpa that brings them up.
Yeah.
Are you Fuji? Could you be Mount Fuji?
I don't even know what anything about Fuji.
Mount Fuji?
Yeah.
You can. It's an easy hike. I guess.
Oh,
Is it really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
It's
All
an
right,
easy-
you're
it's a nice,
you're,
easy
You're
hike.
Everest. Never mind. I'll give you
Yeah.
Everest then.
Everest isn't even the biggest one.
No, but it's
What do you
it's
mean?
up there.
There's other big ones that people just don't talk about because they don't go up it.
What do you mean? No, isn't Everest the biggest mountain? It's the biggest mountain.
Let's see.
There's no hidden secret big mountain.
I'm pretty sure there's secret levels.
No way.
Secret level.
I think Everest It's always Everest wins.
I'm sure there's secret levels.
Yeah, but that's the tallest mountain. Because every time they do like one of those science videos of like, this is the tallest mountain on Mars, it eclipses Everest.
Okay.
See, Mount Everest
is tallest.
29,000.
Yeah, you can't pass that.
Hardest mountain to climb.
Oh, to climb? I mean, that's different.
Everest is still up there.
Yeah.
Everest is dominating.
Is it still up there? K2.
K2's big.
Yeah. That's pretty hard
that
to climb.
one, Kanchenjunga.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
So those are hard climbs.
I'm allowed to say that one.
Yeah, you're allowed to go ching ching juya. I assume that's what this pod is mostly about.
That is.
Wilfred kind of going, I can say that.
Oh, yeah.
Jake used to have this pod that was so fucking fun, and I would go all the way down to Portland just to do it.
Really?
Well, and do some shows.
Yeah, and do some shows.
But it was like the focus was doing the pod.
Did we solve it?
Did we solve it with Shane Brendan and Niraj, who actually started a big conversation that we had in on this podcast. Niraj is the one who texted me from Portland.
Yeah.
About how Asian guys get heckled more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Asian in general or in Portland specifically?
So Niraj, I posted a video of me getting heckled.
Yes.
And it went viral.
I remember it at Eastville.
Very viral. Yes.
Viral sensation.
It was a person saying, "You're not being funny right now."
Yes. Yeah. And they were right.
Never happened before.
Yeah.
They were right.
I bet they were.
And honestly, most of the time, if anyone did say that, right.
Yeah.
But Niraj texts me, and he's like, I swear to God, Asian dudes get heckled more than anybody else. And he's basing this off of his personal experience in Portland.
Okay.
But my initial reaction, and I think I still stand by this, is I agree.
I mean, this is like, how would you
This is
quantify this?
not measurable at all.
At all.
You have no idea. Well, who do you think gets heckled more, Asian men or women?
I was going to say it's got to be women.
Women get heckled more than...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Because it's like, you got to imagine, like, drunk women feel comfortable yelling stuff at them because they're like, you're like me.
Right, yeah,
And then I feel like
okay.
you get guys being like, either, hey, you're not being funny, like a bad heckle, or like some weird, like, yo, maybe I'll fuck you later.
We were limiting this
And I know you get that a lot too.
We're only limiting this to the negative heckles.
The negative heckle.
So none of the I'm trying to help, none of the like.
So you have...
I still think women take it.
Okay, but...
Because men are pigs and women hate women.
Yes, they do. They are the sworn enemy of a woman is another woman. Fuck all this, we're all in it together shit. Well, okay,
so they're getting it from both angles.
Now I'm thinking, I cannot remember the last time someone has done, like, this is rare, right?
What happened to me?
I saw the video where it was actually like someone literally going, "You're not funny," or "You're not being funny." I cannot remember the last time that's happened. Where someone usually I feel like the heckles are, "Oh, I was just trying to help," or "I'm,"
for the most part,
I want to say something about this joke.
You're a white man, you know. Everyone wants to help white.
I don't have it as nice as you,
brother. You don't know how well I got it right
that
now.
month that happened.
Yeah.
There were two other occasions where there were audience members, all white women. White women were being rude to me from the audience.
Okay, now, were you being funny?
That is debatable, and will always be debatable.
It also, you got to be being funny. You know?
So, okay, the video, I'm sure you've explained the video.
In the video, I was being funny.
You were?
I actually
You
was
were doing
having
well.
a good set. I jokingly was, I have this bit about the Philippines that not everyone gets, and
Sure.
it's kind of designed by that way, so I can say, sorry, my jokes are a little smart, and like I can't,
you're trying to make the audience feel stupid.
Yeah,
and that's
you're making the audience feel stupid.
Yeah.
And you're telling a
And
joke that
then-
they won't get.
Yeah.
You guys are being very rude on an Asian podcast. I want you to.
Well, right now this is not an Asian podcast. Okay.
See, the joke is they won't get it, and then I tell them they're dumb.
There you go. You nailed it.
Classic
But then
Wilfred right here. Classic.
I was doing well, and then she hopped in and said, "We're just not enjoying your set right now."
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
That is crazy.
And I actually did not prompt it or anything. I didn't give her any.
You off camera, you didn't say like, "Hey, sorry if she just went up and go, I'm not really enjoying this right now."
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot really remember the last time that's happened to me.
And I think for me, I think a lot of it was like maybe I had that in my head, and then maybe I was being a little bit more sensitive to like rude ladies in the audience or whatever.
Oh, where you agree that it's Asian guys getting heckled the most? What do you mean?
During that month.
Oh, okay.
During that month, and when those like white ladies were getting under my skin while I was on stage. One was like a lady, she was not having a good time. And then I said, "Are you doing okay?"
Okay.
And then
that's a little. You brought that one maybe a little more.
Yeah, you asked.
Well, I asked. Yes, so I talked to her, right?
Yeah.
And this is her response. So I said, I didn't understand what she said, and I said, "Oh, is English not your first language?" Okay. Which it wasn't.
Okay.
And then she said, "I bet I know more languages than you."
Hell yeah.
And I was like, "You probably do.
I'm
barely good
at
the one."
This is a classic Asian conundrum. Who knows more languages?
It was a white lady.
It was a white lady?
Yeah.
She said something. You go, "Was English not your first language, bitch?"
Wait, so
you said bitch, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. No,
I love that detail being left out. Okay,
no,
so this is not you getting heckled anymore.
I didn't
you
say
called
bitch.
a woman a bitch.
I did not. It's a joke. What I actually,
hey, white bitch, how many native tongues do you have?
I said to her, like, I was actually being understanding. It's like, oh, because if English isn't your first language, then I won't try to keep making you laugh.
Yeah,
I can move on
Sure.
and deal with other people. But as soon as I said that, she fired back with, "I know more than you do," and whatever.
Well, I mean, she's probably getting ready for you to come after her. Because I bet you were like, "Is English not your first language?" And once you just go, "No," and then you go,
"No," she didn't say no. She said, "I bet I know more languages than you."
Oh, well, the question probably sounded offensive to her. I mean, if I'm mumbling and you ask me that,
so far of the two stories, one of them for sure is a woman going out of her way to be rude to you, and that is the video that went viral.
Sure.
This one is a little debatable because you have an interaction. What's the third one? You said there was 3.
The third one was just like a group of white girls, like 20s, just like talking only during my set, and then as it was hard for me to like. I was like, "What are we talking about?" Like, let me try to bring you into the show,
right.
And then they wouldn't talk to me about anything, whatever they were talking
they have
about.
No Asian talk policy.
Were you following? Did you follow somebody that crushed?
No.
Oh, well, maybe they were just like, "Is this show going to get better?"
Maybe they were like, "Hey, wow,
when's the
stinkers on this show?
When does this end?"
I thought this was supposed to be turning into a good show.
Yeah.
And then you're like, "What are you saying over there?"
They're like,
"Is English your second language?"
But
you don't.
You dumb hoe. What are you doing?
Immediately.
Hey.
And we've talked about this before. A black woman went on stage after me. So respectful. Those white ladies.
Dude, you're not trying to end your life.
But that's
you. I mean, no, you can't be a white lady talking over a black woman's
But
set.
you can be a white lady talking over an Asian guy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this goes back to proving the point that me and Niraj have.
I agree. I do not respect you as much as
which
black
is
women.
that
I don't fear you as much. How
but
about
we
that?
also talk like we're talking Asian guys that are talking about like race.
Oh.
And then maybe making white women uncomfortable.
Well, I think Asian guys have been put under the white sphere.
Yeah,
This is a Jeff Sheen classic.
This is my classic take.
You're white?
That
you're white, that Asians are white?
Yeah.
Asians are being like, white people are starting to like,
we're taking
come
you.
on
Oh,
in.
yeah. I think so. Is that a bad thing? That's what you want.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it because you guys have
You're living.
You have a sinking stock.
Sure, but I'm saying
I'm not trying to
build
we
it
want
up.
those, we want those fucking SAT scores going up, bro. I mean, yeah, we want some fucking high earners
I think
in here.
what white people want is they want Asians to also be upset about white issues. Like, Asians aren't getting into college or whatever. The same.
You guys are making a stink about that.
We are making a stink about it, and that's why you guys are trying to get us on the same boat.
Yeah.
Bro, no, white dudes have given up on college. White guys are done with college, bro. I think the stats show white men are done with school.
Yeah.
We're working on your car.
We were watching a video about
We're
that.
done learning.
Yeah, we're done, bro.
We watched a video about that last week where it was saying that white well, men in general are disadvantaged.
We
in
are
education.
checked out.
Yeah, we're done
Yeah.
with learning.
Yeah, we are checked out.
It is
It's
interesting.
like 20%, almost 15%. Women are 50 more
Yeah.
people in college.
No, every time you see like a video about a woman complaining, she's like, "Where are all like the well-educated?" It's like, dude, they're not around anymore.
No,
we're
dumb
we're
guys,
dumb.
yeah,
We're
dumb men
checked
everywhere.
out.
Well, we can't all get it. Like, not everyone can get into college.
No.
Yeah.
And okay, I was thinking about this is not a race thing, but just like the like women say like, "Oh, I just want like a man, like a decent man who's hardworking," but it's like you're not all lining up to suck like an MTA worker's dick. Like all these jobs are not sexy to women. Like a guy who they always say like, "Oh, we want a man who provides and is just like a good family man and isn't gonna run around on me, isn't gonna be in DMs." And it's like, yeah, there's guys out there, but you really don't want to fuck them because they're like working like blue collar.
I think there's a cognitive dissonance between what you think you want and what you're like sexually attracted to.
Yes, Luigi Mangione proved that.
Yeah.
Because all these Bushwick girls were like, no, looks don't matter. He can wear a mullet and fucking can't do 10 push-ups. And then this hot dude killed a CEO, and they're like, never mind. I want an alpha male who will dick me down right and be a radical leftist.
I mean, he had the whole package.
He had literally the whole package.
So yeah, that makes sense why they would go crazy for him.
Yeah.
You know. But I do like the Asian people are getting upset about the college acceptance rate, and then white people are like, yeah, isn't it bullshit? Get over here.
Yeah, come on in.
We should be angry.
Yeah, we should all be mad about that.
Come on in.
You
Come
know,
on
look at all
in.
this stuff that they're doing. Get over here. It's like white people are just like, you know, who's a lot of Asian people. Get them back in here. We got numbers again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're not winning it on our own anymore, bro. We need to kind of have a team here. You know what I'm saying?
And
Let's
then
get that majority
and then we
again.
If we
Next
do
thing
white
you know,
Asian, that's a majority.
China's in charge, and then and all the white people are like, we took you in, remember? Remember 2024 when we were nice?
Yeah.
We had a good thing.
I love the Communist Party.
Well, who's Asian people's biggest beef racially? Like
Who's our beef with?
like in America, who would you say Asian people beef the most with? It's not white.
It might be black people.
I think it's black, bro.
Yeah.
I think you guys
It
and the
might
blacks
still be black people.
have real tension under there.
I mean, there was those issues during like Rodney King, clearly.
yes.
The Korean store owners?
Yes.
Yeah, the Korean store owners.
But then
Asian hate
Stop
month.
Asian Hate
Those videos.
for our 2 months.
How many? They were always like,
No, we don't say anything.
Those were Tims that were hitting
No,
our chest.
no.
I mean,
Nobody says
every
anything.
video in San Francisco is like, wasn't a white guy
Yeah.
pushing that granny down?
No.
White guy
Those were
doing that.
brand new Jordans.
Yeah. We all watch it and we go,
Yeah.
people are bad.
Yeah, people.
We all,
in
nobody
general,
noticed anything.
People in general, all of a sudden hate Asian
Yeah.
people.
Mhm.
Don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
And we have no video evidence of who that is,
Yeah.
but let's just remember that.
Just the cameras don't pick up dark tones.
Yeah. So I
we
feel like
couldn't
that's
tell
your
who it
major
was.
beef.
That was, I mean, honestly, when that was happening, like, I remember I was in the car with Peter Wong on a long road trip. He brought it up, and I was like, yeah, I've noticed one thing. And he goes, it's all black people, isn't it? I go, yeah, Peter. Like, we had to lean in.
Yeah.
The attack that I saw here, right outside my window,
shit.
there was like an Asian dude getting harassed by teenagers. They were Puerto Ricans.
Thank God. Thank God they were Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out.
I
We
think
just
on
get to
that
shootings.
one, the white dudes really did avoid it.
Can I tell you
We're
that
mass
this though?
shooters.
There were
Yeah.
two white guys, construction workers, right next to him. Didn't do a thing.
Okay, well, I didn't say we're gonna help.
Yeah.
but we're not jumping in and kicking a granny.
Okay, white savior only comes in when he can be a part of Teach for America, but can't help an Asian guy.
We want to coach an underprivileged but soon to be successful basketball team.
Yeah.
We want to get in on the ground floor. We
Uh-huh.
want like the LeBron to be like in this coach, and
You're
it's
trying
like
to
a
coach
short little
Carter.
Jewish white guy, and
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I was helping, you know. That's what we want.
Then all other times we look down to the floor.
Yeah,
we
we go,
keep
yeah,
our eyes
okay.
at the floor.
Yeah. Well, because it's kind of okay, dude. Here's the thing, though. If you're seeing a black guy fuck around with an Asian guy, and you're wrong, and the Asian guy like said the N-word before you heard it, and you come to help the Asian guy, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So you're kind of
Yeah.
like, I think for me, if there was a non-white versus non-white fight, I'm like, white guy is staying out of this one.
Yeah,
Because
we gotta stay
if I
out.
picked the wrong side, and I'm like, yeah, I beat that dude's ass. It's like he called me the N-word. I'm like, fuck. All right,
I wasn't there for that.
I wasn't
part.
there, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
Whoops.
about that, sir.
Yeah.
I didn't mean anything.
And then
by
all it takes is just one person to catch it on film
Oh,
in the middle
dude,
of it.
you're
and
dead.
you're just looking like
Yeah.
racist comedian helps.
didn't see.
You know, it's brutal. So I think you got to stay out.
That's a good point.
You got to stay
that's
out.
a good
I'm
point.
sorry.
We can't be seen doing anything. It's only other whites.
Yeah, if a white guy was beating up a black guy, even if I was wrong, no one would be mad at me for doing that. I'd be like, yo, I saw something. I thought I made a call. It was the wrong call. But once I'm picking sides on a different race, you're fucked.
Wait, you said if a white guy's
If I
being
saw like a white guy beating up a black guy in the subway, and even if later on I found out the black guy had started the fight and done something wrong, no one would be like canceling me. But if a fucking Asian guy called a black dude the N-word and then I was like helping out the Asian guy, they're just gonna be. It's not gonna
but
be a good look.
see the
for
way
me.
that it's you are looking at like Asian guys are white guys.
Sure.
Because in that case, let's say you did step in, you're gonna probably
I'm saying
step
I'm
in.
not stepping in. Though.
But let's say you do, right?
Okay.
You're stepping in to help the black guy.
I have to. I have to side with. Yes. What are you talking about? Yes. We live in America,
Yeah.
dude. I have to. What
You
are
have to
talking-
side
yeah,
with
I
the
have
safety
to.
net.
Yeah.
Of course.
The Asian guy has a better chance of going to college on a scholarship.
Yeah, I
So
can't.
he's fine.
He's fine. We have to. I gotta help out the black guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're fucked.
But that is that. So, like, I think those are the racial dynamics that end up happening. To bring it back to the Niraj's point, that end up happening on stage, where it's like there are like subtle racisms that happen, and these white people are upset and they just have to take it when a black person's on stage or when like a Muslim.
100%.
So, but then when an Asian guy talks about race, then they're like, wait a second.
We can jaw a little bit.
Yeah.
We can go back and forth. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're gonna lose. If you talk about race with a black comic, you're going to lose.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, you're doomed.
You're doomed. Even if you have.
Have you seen those Troy Bond videos?
And those only happen because they don't use black until the fucking clip's over.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going against a brother.
I got to bring that up.
Yeah.
I got to start saying, wait a second, by the way, I'm black.
Yeah. Halfway through, and you see the color leave a white person's face. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, this is a secret.
Did you forget that I might be black?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, there's that. Was that one? What's that video? It was like a meme video at this point, where it's like they introduced each other, and it's like a black woman and a white woman, and she goes, she has her name's like something, and then the white woman's like, "Oh, it's a beautiful name." And then she goes, "It was based off
Yes,
my grandmother's
yes.
slave name."
She goes-
and the white woman just immediately goes, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful moment.
It's so
I don't
funny.
think I've ever seen that one.
You've never
Yeah.
seen
No.
it? It's just like a quick intro, and she goes, "It's a beautiful name."
Is it it's not a comedy thing?
No,
right?
it's like one of the, you know how they get all those people in like a white room, and it's like,
Oh,
here.
yes.
It's one of those things.
Okay.
You know.
Or like they have to choose, like an Asian guy has
Has
to
to-
get turned down by a white lady.
Yeah. Yeah. They got to.
Yeah, so I think you got a lot of white guilt more with black people than Asian people.
Yeah, and you're just not gonna win as a white person. Like, what racial argument are you gonna win? Even if a black comic's like, "Fuck you, cracker," you're gonna be like, "Yeah, whatever, sure." I don't,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna walk out here alive with my career if I just take it.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, so, all right. Niraj, if you're listening, you're right.
Niraj is right.
You're right.
That Asian guys get more heckled.
Yeah.
But Niraj on the pod would, man, because the podcast was called "Did We Solve It?" It was just a black guy, an Indian guy, and a white guy talking
black.
about race. Half black, half Filipino.
Shane Brendan looks exactly like me.
It's very
yeah?
weird. It's crazy.
Yeah. But he's half black, and so
And then Niraj is
I
Indian.
think I can pull off this being black thing on stage.
You might be able to.
Honestly,
it sounds like it, yeah.
That's the other thing, though. If you would not have any questions from white people. Like, I'd be like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck it, because I'm not digging around in that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, if you start saying the N-word casually, I'll be like, hey, dude, he's black.
I've
I
been
don't give a-
practicing.
Yeah. If you owned it, Wilfred.
We've all been
I need
practicing. Come on, we've all been practicing. Yeah. As soon as they drop that pass, we're like, oh, I'm ready. It's a well lubricated
Yeah.
machine.
Every white guy's got an album that they're ready to drop.
Yeah.
You just drop it on Spotify that day. You're like, oh, there we go. Yeah.
Just never leaving out an R.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's the
What were you
day.
going to say about Niraj on the podcast?
Niraj sometimes would try to. There was times we had to check him because he would be like saying some shit. And we're like, I don't think this is racism, Niraj. I think this is just like you had a bad day. And like,
yeah, I could see that.
like one time I remember he went to a bar in Portland, first of all, and he was like, oh, my bartender didn't give me a straw with my drink, but he gave it to this other white. And I'm like, bro.
Oh, yeah. No one's thinking that deep about
I was like, bro, you
straw.
think he hates Indian people that much? He's like, fuck this motherfucker. You're not getting a straw.
No straw for this guy.
And so,
Do you think Indian people get the same amount of hate as other Asians?
I don't know, bro. I don't think about Indian people that much. I'm about to be honest with you. I just really don't think about Indian people that much. I don't.
I think they do. I would say yes.
You think so?
There is I guess a lack of white fear of Indian people as well.
Sure. Yeah,
White
yeah.
people are not afraid of Asian people. in
No, they
general.
really,
We
yeah,
have
because
no
they're
fear.
The Simpsons. I mean, white people are doing a poo voice
Yeah,
with no problem.
we have no fear of you guys.
And
Yeah.
then
I'm
there was
sorry.
the problem
I
with
don't.
poo.
Do you want fear?
Yeah, that actually, I think that's what we need.
You
We
want-
need to stoke some fear.
Yeah, you want fear?
But even now, after like everyone point out, like, no, the poo voice was bad. Whites was it still comes out after a few beers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll hear it.
we just don't really.
It's a fun voice.
That's what we're saying, bro.
fucking
That's what we're
fun.
saying. What do you want from us? It is. All this shit is fun. Yeah, no, we're not afraid of you guys.
Yeah, but the black scent is completely. You won't hear white people doing black scent anymore.
No.
Yeah,
Asians have taken black
We
scent.
do black scent.
Yeah.
You now have
Yeah.
doing, which is
Yeah.
a white thing to do.
It is. So there you go.
There you go.
There you
Another
go.
reason.
I know. And honestly, dude, you guys were getting away with some wild shit back in the day. Asian dudes coming in full FUBU gear and shit, dropping N-words.
We
like,
weren't even sure what those letters stood for. Okay. It took a little bit for
Yeah.
FUBU was just a brand, and then we were like, oh, wait a second.
Oh, wait.
You guys should have told us before we put it.
So okay,
We
that's
didn't
we
put
had
a-
to tell you
we
as
ha-
white people. Then.
No, I mean even black people didn't even go, oh, this is for us by us.
I think black people were confused on where you guys were though.
It was there was FUBU as a brand,
Yes.
and then a little bit later, after it got really big, we started to realize what it stood for.
Okay.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe, yeah, like you
Give
said,
it-
everyone was confused
Yeah.
where, and then as time has gone on, everyone's starting to see you lean towards the white sphere, and then AsianHate.com.
Yeah.
You know, so you're
Yeah,
you're
those
heading
were-
this
that-
way.
that
You got to
was
go
just-
back towards the FUBU way to get in the middle again.
That was just payback for you guys wearing FUBU. All
was
those
weird.
videos, they're drop kicking grannies because they're like, yeah, your grandson wore FUBU way too long,
Yeah.
way too long.
Yeah, even Black Scent still cooking.
We also had that what was the name of that rapper that was
Yes, you guys did have.
what was
his-
he was the battle rapper.
Yes, you did.
What
You
was
did. He didn't he have like a very over the top Asian name.
Who was the battle?
I think it was
rapper?
Jin.
Jin, yes, you had Jin, and he was crushing.
And he was murdering
Yeah.
people.
Whatever happened to all those guys?
Battle rappers aren't marketable
Yeah, they're just
They're
really
not.
good at it, but like, there's no real.
because they can't really make an album.
Yeah,
They're
'cause
like
it's
roast
just
comics.
Yeah, they
exactly.
are.
Yeah, you can't just have an album of roast jokes,
Right.
You know? You could put out a special.
Roast
yeah.
special.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be a roast master.
Yes,
you
you
can
can do
roast 2024.
Yeah.
You know,
But even like battle rappers are like, I don't know. It's like there's a very low ceiling.
It was funny
to
because I think each race also had a guy like Jin. Like there was a white Jewish guy whose name was Iron Solomon.
Oh yes,
Remember
yes,
him?
I remember
He was
him.
like a redheaded Jew, but he would battle like Immortal Technique.
Yeah.
And even Immortal Technique says the N-word, and he's fucking Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but we've already given that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
okay.
that's got a green
Okay.
light.
yeah, that's been greenlit for a few years now.
Okay, so if Puerto Ricans are beating up this Asian guy, that counts
That's
as black.
black guy.
That counts
Okay.
as black. Then I didn't know they were getting the N-word pass. That's black. That
Yeah.
ain't. Yeah. So that says why the white
Okay,
construction workers
yeah.
didn't jump
White
in.
construction workers thought that they were.
Yeah,
black.
they're like, oh, those are black kids
Those are
beating up an
light-skinned
Asian.
black guys.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm not trying to lose this union job with the city right now over a hate crime.
Remember when Modest Yahoo like took
Modest-
over the world?
Yeah.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
These are all battle rappers?
No, Modest Yahoo.
Modest Yahoo's that guy who had that one hit song, but he was like an Orthodox Jew.
Yeah.
And had the whole like black hat, black.
Oh.
What was that song? What?
I don't. But he would like. He was like beatboxing too.
Yeah.
I can't play it because there were rights to it. But
You're right.
Yeah.
You if you listen to it, you would remember it. It was a huge hit.
I think I kind of remembered a video of it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't big in the battle rap community.
Well, he's
so I
not-
didn't know.
I couldn't tell you which one it was.
Yeah, I can't either. King Without a Crown. That's the one.
That's the one that I was looking at.
Yeah, and it was kind of Jamaican too.
Yeah.
He had like a kind of Jamaican
A little
vibe to it.
patois.
Yeah,
to him.
yeah. But he was there, you know. I don't
Should
know.
we
It's fun
battle
when-
Yeah, and it would bring us even less success.
Yeah, get out of comedy and go into battle rapping.
we don't get a lot of viewers on this podcast, but somehow battle rapping would be less interesting.
I don't know. What if battle rapping is what we need?
Even if we were the best
Okay,
at it.
here's a
Yeah.
question. I don't think we've said anything untrue or even like cancelable, but like if a bunch of people saw this episode, right? Would you feel there's not enough fucking melanin on this to say what we've just been saying? Because
No.
that was the other thing about Did We Solve It? I had a lot of free leeway because I had a black guy and an Indian guy. So we could say kind of wild shit, and at the end of the day, Shane was our like goalie.
Let me tell you this,
Because
though.
Shane had the black pass to be like, yo, what the fuck?
Back then, canceling was a bigger concern.
Yes.
Nowadays, we've
No.
realized that there
doesn't
isn't
matter.
a thing
It doesn't
called
matter.
canceling.
Yeah.
Like, you can say whatever you want. And
Do you think people will be mad? Would people get pushback on this? Do you
sure,
guys
I'd
get
hope
pushback?
so.
Do you ever get pushback?
No, we don't. But
No.
I hope that there
if
is.
they do,
It's-
it's probably coming after me. I take all the brunt of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the white is going to take the L
Yep.
on that one. Yeah.
I'm Jesus in this.
Yeah,
scenario.
yeah.
I think there.
He's getting lit up over here, dude. He's getting hung on a cross.
I'm trying to
To
think.
save you Asian
There have been some
folks.
clips where people like on my TikTok, people have been like made a comment about like how we're wrong or whatever. But it's
Okay.
like it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Wait,
And-
they did? Like what?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
Wait, was it something I said? Am I screwed?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah,
done?
I
Wilfred,
think
you
you're
have to
done for.
protect me.
Yeah, dude.
I'm starting a little community of people.
Yeah.
That,
I'm getting hung out to dry.
yeah.
dude, you're
What
fucked.
I was commenting back was,
Yeah.
yeah, crazy, right?
From your Asian burner account. That white boy is fucking crazy.
Yeah, this is his name, and I can't believe he condones any of this. Yeah, if anyone's going down, it's me.
Yeah.
Nah, no one's going down.
Oh.
That shit's over.
Thank
Well,
God.
if I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Oh, please.
I got you recorded saying terrible things.
Because here's the thing: when you go down, if you're there's a fucking rubber floor that just bounces back.
Yeah,
Up front.
yeah, but then you bounce off to the right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you go from democracy Mao to Rogan is a pretty sweet little jump.
Yeah. I'm okay with going to the right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At this
You've
point, I
been
just
want
leaning
money.
right for too long.
I am leaning right the older I get.
Of
Oh.
course.
Yeah.
You want money, dude.
How so?
I
Tell
just-
us how.
Well, it's not. I don't think that
What are you
I'm
mad about? Let's
leaning.
hear it.
I don't think I'm leaning right. I think I'm where I've been. It's just left is going too far left.
This is the Bill Maher.
Yeah. This is the Bill Maher segment. How
Yeah.
so, Wilfred?
Yeah.
What's the left going
How's
too
the
far
left
on?
left you behind?
Let's hear. What's the left
See, this is
behind?
where I'm like, this is canceled.
Yeah, this
No,
is
this
where
is
it actually
good.
gets
This is
juicy,
actually
yeah.
where
I like
This
this.
is where it actually
because
gets
race
juicy.
doesn't really matter. It's once you
No.
get into the LGBTQ
Oh,
Yeah.
and you start saying opinions there. then
This
you go,
just
oh,
in.
shit.
Wilfred, what's your least favorite letter?
Yeah, what's your least favorite letter and who should play what sports?
Yeah, let's hear it. Say it on the
Who
pod.
should play what sports and then end your shit right now?
I just like the sports thing. I also like. I just never watched women's sports, and now people are caring.
I
I
think
feel
that's
like
a
it-
bad argument, though. I never liked that argument. Here's the argument: if something's crazy in the news, no matter how it's in the news, people are at least allowed to talk about it. I
Sure.
find it
Yeah,
very
yeah.
odd that people are like, "You never cared about women's sports." Like, yeah, because it was never talked about, and now it's front page of the New York Times. I'll at least think about it.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of jokes on stage where comics will go, "Yeah, I just don't believe that." It's like, yeah, okay.
They don't believe what?
The punchline of the joke is something like, "Oh, I can't believe you even care about women's sports." It's like, or women's swimming. It's like, yeah, they didn't until it became something that we all were talking about.
Yeah.
Even if you think it's a
But
right wing
that's what
grift or whatever.
That's where I'm saying it's a good thing that now people are talking about women's sports. Nice. Great.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Because
like,
I never
thank
cared
God for this trans swimmer, so people really respect women's swimming.
Yeah.
That's your stance.
Well, people are now caring about it, and then like I don't know, bringing viewership that direction.
Yeah.
Because there's some trans boxer that's knocking the shit out of him.
Jeff's like, yeah. Anyways,
I'm quiet on this one.
Yeah.
My take has always been not my concern.
That is usually my where.
I usually go, this is for the women to figure out. I'm out.
Amen.
I got no skin in the game.
But I honestly don't have any skin in. The only thing that I actually care about in terms of like women's issues is
how daddy gonna get his.
Is maternity leave.
Oh, I respect. Are you gonna have a kid?
We're talking about it.
Okay.
But,
yeah. Yeah.
So it clearly is my.
Yeah. Now you're like, 'cause
Yeah.
she needs a lot of time off to watch this kid, so daddy can go grind.
No, but it.
Are you a big maternity leave guy
Yeah.
now?
That's my new thing.
Oh,
ever since
here
we
we go.
It's ever since we talked about. We had that fertility rates conversation.
Oh, yeah, that they're declining.
they are.
Because kids are no longer, they can't produce. They're a burden.
Yes, but Jeff was saying that the right's new, their new thing is raising fertility rates in amongst men.
Fertility rates are...
Yeah, that's why they have like the red thing, the red light on your dick and stuff.
What?
I don't know.
Remember?
What
Did
is
you ever
that?
see that? Like Tucker Carlson got a lot of shit for it. He made that like weird video where it's like men are not being men anymore, and it was very homoerotic.
Yeah?
Okay.
It was very
Nice.
I like
muscular
this.
men running through a
Nice.
river, and they're
Oh,
being
yeah.
outside. And there
It's
was
like a
this
Calvin
weird-
Klein commercial.
It was
Ooh.
very gay, and I think the right needs to just be okay with being gay.
Sure.
So much of their shit is like, guys, you're just gay, and that's okay.
Yeah.
When I went to, remember when I was living in Portland, I was doing these like man on the street videos.
Yeah.
And I went to a Proud Boy rally, and a lot of in a Trump rally, and a lot of their stuff is like Trump, but he has like a Rambo body. He's
Yeah,
like,
I've seen a lot of those
Yeah.
shirts.
Bro, that's
it's
just
very homoerotic.
It's gay. Like that's
Yeah.
fine, but like who makes their president hot and sexy and fuckable? Like that's a gay. You're doing something gay. So,
I mean, I would put Obama in some skimpy outfits.
but Obama didn't need it. Obama had a real bod.
yeah, that's why just the outfit.
Yeah.
I didn't change the bod.
Yeah.
But there's this
You
shot
you
in
put Biden in like a
Yeah.
in a he's like one of those what's that basketball wheelchair game?
the wheel basketball.
The wheelchair basketball
Yeah.
where they're all buff and jacked in the arms.
Murder ball.
Murder ball.
Murder ball,
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got like a murder ball
Yeah.
body.
He's in a wheelchair. He's ripped. He's got a leather harness.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right, that's cool.
But there was this shot in that video where there's this guy standing on top of this mountain, and he has like this red light over his penis, and it's like this red light is like people use like women use it on their face sometimes to like it's supposed to like help your-
wrinkles. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had it just on the guy's dick.
Oh.
And it was very, and I think it's supposed to help like
He's trying to bring youth to
youth.
it. He wants a
and-
young looking
yeah,
penis.
he wants a young, smooth, glassy penis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
wants
had
to-
one of those in a while.
yeah, I know it's tough, man. Yeah,
So, and it was supposed to highlight.
it was the whole video
Male-
overall was like men need to be men again, but it was just very weird because everybody's like, dude, like you could have done a lot of shit. You could have shown like men chopping wood or like holding like protecting his wife, but it was a lot of like hot men doing shit in nature, and it was just very weird that it was like
Yeah, it's funny. Well, they did. Kamala Harris had that political ad that was like that, where it was like men chopping wood, and then they'd stop and look at the camera and go, "I'm not afraid to vote for a woman."
oh yeah. Well, guess what? They were. By the millions, they absolutely were. So yeah, that was wrong.
It was just like the complete opposite
Yeah.
angle, like the
Yeah.
same exact imagery.
It was like, "Are you hot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to be a progressive guy?" And it was like, on TV, yes. Secretly in the voting booth, absolutely
Yes.
not.
No.
We do
Yeah, because
not.
the writer just like men are just men,
Yeah.
just little oily, muscly guys. They're all getting
Very
turned on by each
sexy.
other. And the other
Yeah.
one's like, I can fix a carburetor,
Yeah.
and I will vote for one.
Yeah, I love a woman president. How the Asian penis is aging? Are you guys pretty aging well down there? Because when I go to the Jewish Community Center, I'm scared of what mine's gonna look like.
Oh really? I couldn't tell you because
Really?
I
A lot of low. I mean, and I think this is just men in general. Like
Low
gravity ravages the sack.
oh yeah.
But I'm also like, as you age, the penis like disappears into the body.
Well, it's because you're gaining weight.
You're
You're
gaining
probably
weight,
gaining
so
weight,
that's
yeah.
some of it. But you're just like, is this what mine's gonna fucking look
Yeah,
like?
probably.
Yeah, you'll get like a little bit of a belly and a gut. And a little-
Also,
And a littler
Little
penis.
fupa.
how old are you, man?
37.
Oh yeah, we're all the same age. Okay,
Yeah.
so like you should stop giving a fuck. Your dick is useless in the next 6 months.
That's
yeah,
But I mean,
It's for-
aesthetically,
put a red light on it.
I gotta put it. I'll put this fucking sign.
Yeah,
on
Yeah.
put a red light.
it. But I feel like it's gotta racially, just like anything. Because
because I do. Asians are aging better.
Asians. Okay, we want you as white, but you also age black because you guys don't
Sure.
crack either.
Yeah.
I mean, you look great. You
Right.
got
I
no
thi-
wrinkles.
Well, wasn't the thing like Asian don't, and then all of a sudden when they age, they
Yes.
hit hard.
Yeah.
But at that
It's
point,
when
who
we start
cares?
recycling too much.
yeah.
Where
Right
does-
off a
where-
cliff.
Where does that come from
We-
too?
Collecting cans.
Why is that an Asian?
So this is my. I was trying to write a bit about
this is crap. You never see any other race
the
do it
bit that I was
besides
trying to write
Asian women.
was
generally.
that because Asians age so well that we're the only ones that are gonna be here.
Oh, that's funny.
So,
Oh, you're taking care of the environment.
Yeah,
we
you're like-
we have to save the world because
Yeah,
we'll be here.
We'll be here. Okay.
It's a lot to explain though. There's a lot of explaining going on about how like Asians recycle and everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it never took off.
Yeah.
It could. Try it again.
Try it again.
I think that's fun.
I feel the way you just said it is simple enough.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Everybody has that image
I
of like
think
an old
there-
Asian woman.
you guys have the understanding. I think a lot of people don't have.
Maybe
that
in the
understanding.
Midwest they don't get this because like this is more of a big city. Like you don't see in Minneapolis, because it's like very neighborhoody and there's a house and there's an alley. You don't have people going through your
Yeah,
cans.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah,
Also,
you don't
Minneapolis doesn't do
Asians at all.
that. We definitely don't do that.
You guys
Very
have
white
have
city.
Asians
we
though.
got Asians. We
You
got
got
a lot.
Vietnamese. A lot of Vietnamese.
We got Vietnamese. I went to school with a bunch of Hmong people, which is not
Oh.
yeah. I went to school with a bunch of Hmong kids and a bunch of Somali kids.
I never.
yeah?
I didn't even know.
Biggest Somali population in America. Is
I
Minneapolis.
knew that. Hmong are up in Minneapolis?
Huge Hmong.
He's from
Really?
Detroit, so a lot of Hmongs there.
Yeah.
And you
Get
guys
off
have-
my lawn.
yeah. You're Clint. You're Clint, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, Clint said all the words in that movie.
Yeah.
He was pissed about the war. He was fucking heated about the war.
Yeah, could they make that again? Could
Gran Torino?
Yeah, could Gran Torino, if it came out in theaters, would
It
there
had a
be-
good message.
Yeah.
It had a good. I mean, he said the words, but he had a
It was
good
a coming
message.
together.
Yeah, it was a coming together.
Yeah.
It was old white man helps nerdy Asian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just watched his new movie last night.
Good.
What was the
Good.
new one?
Juror 2?
Juror 2. The man can still make a film.
What is it called?
Juror 2.
Juror number 2,
Oh.
yeah.
Number 2.
It was like straight to streaming though, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, all right.
Very good premise.
Okay.
Fascinating premise.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood still got it, even though he'll yell at a chair.
Does he act in these or just direct?
He's just directing now.
That's good.
He's
like
behind the camera.
93.
He looks terrible.
Yeah.
It's wild.
But he was hot.
Oh yeah,
he was
of
a
course.
really
I just
good-looking
can't
guy.
imagine him doing stuff. He's directing a film. That's
Yeah.
so much work for a 93-year-old.
I mean, he's keeping him going.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do? Retire and die?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Jimmy Carter. It.
Oh,
Jimmy
yeah.
Carter's still building houses.
Well, he was up until like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
He's dead now.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
He's building houses in heaven now. What if there are homeless people in heaven?
He
Jimmy
wasn't
Carter
buil-
has to do that.
That last
That's
thing,
his
the
eternity.
last video that we saw of Jimmy Carter was him like seeing the airplanes go. You see that where he was like in the park, just
Wait. Oh, is he in the wheelchair and he's like zoned out?
he just had his mouth open like and then they were just
Yeah, at
'cause
some point, take
went
these
out-
guys off camera.
to go watch planes.
That's how I want to be.
Well, dude,
I want to
there's-
get so old I'm just this blob and I'm not even coherent.
Yeah.
And I want someone to push me around.
The worst is, remember they had George Bush Sr. throw out a first pitch, and he's in a fucking wheelchair, and it goes like 3 feet.
Yeah.
It is rough to watch,
Uh-huh.
dude. Even though he's a war criminal and should die, but like
oh no.
old G-Dub scene?
Oh, what did he do now?
What did he do now?
What did he do now?
I respect that. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Leave G-Dub
What are these
alone.
new accusations?
Yeah. They're all war criminals.
They're all war criminals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're all-
you got a couple of good ones in
Yeah.
here.
I got great ones on the wall.
Wow. Yeah,
I'm
what's
fine
what's
with
the
it.
vibe here? Oh yeah, why do you like presidents?
I love.
Noticing all these
I just love
you
history.
got
I
Kennedy,
like strong white
the
males.
guy, the gun.
That's
Reagan.
Reagan.
That's
Yeah,
Reagan.
Reagan.
That's
You
a-
got
that's a
Nixon,
dope-
You got Clinton.
That's my favorite picture. It's a picture of Reagan
Great. I've seen this actually.
on Air Force One pointing a gun at his staffers.
Hell yeah,
That's
dude.
cool. Reagan.
That
was
rules.
so
cool.
fucking cool.
That fucking rules.
Yeah, Nixon in the corner, and then I
Yep.
got a Clinton
You
right
got a
here.
Clinton one. That's cool that they got him with the sack, spreading
Yeah.
vibes.
I'm balanced.
You are politically balanced.
politically
you got two
balanced.
Dems and two
Yeah.
Republicans.
Yeah.
Honestly, I bet out of all four, Nixon's probably the least war criminally.
No.
Kennedy.
He was just criminally. Regular American
Kennedy.
criminal. You think Kennedy? No, Kennedy did Bay of Pigs.
Oh yeah.
That was a big fuck up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't really escalate Vietnam. He did. Nixon
Nixon
did.
escalated Vietnam?
Big time.
I thought he got us out or something.
No.
What do you do? How do you escalate it?
He put a fuck more troops in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd
did
say
they win a little bit?
really it's probably Reagan. Reagan fucked the country. I don't think he did a lot of foreign stuff.
if we're sticking to just war criminals.
War
Yeah, we're
crimes.
just doing war
We're just war
crimes.
crimes.
You would
Yeah.
say it's
Actually, I
Reagan.
don't know. What did Clinton do?
He did
Clinton
Kuwait
didn't-
and all that shit.
No, Clinton did Kosovo.
He did
Kosovo.
but that was like NATO.
Yeah, but he also dragged his feet, I think.
Boy,
Well, he was
I
getting
really don't
sucked
know
off.
a lot.
It's hard to be
Yeah,
active.
dude. What kind of decision are you making when
See-
your balls are drained all the
See,
time?
you can't, you can't win either way.
Yeah.
Be a war criminal
Be
if
a
you
war
have
criminal.
to be. You know?
And you got a map of the Philippines.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
then don't
this
forget
is-
my favorite president.
Oh yeah, I got a grant up there.
Oh, you got a grant up here.
Yeah.
Well, what party is he? Because he's the decider then.
He was a
He's a Republican.
But was that when?
But
they
that
were
was back in the
he
day
was,
Republican.
he was good Republican.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Lincoln.
That was
Republican.
pre-Reagan
Okay.
Republican.
Who are these old people?
Those are my girlfriend's grandparents.
Oh, okay.
Who'd they vote for? Take them down.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell
What
ya.
did, what did those people think about your
It
people?
actually says it on the back, but I don't remember. It says their political alliance on the
Yeah.
back.
God, I
But-
hope we can all be remembered by who we voted for.
I will say this about Grant: did not like Jews.
Oh.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, he wasn't
yeah.
a fan.
I don't think a lot of
Here's,
people
you know
are.
what? I was in Rome 2 weeks ago,
Beautiful.
and I got to tell you, and I know I benefit off of black slavery a lot
Oh.
because
I did not think you were
because-
going that direction.
Yeah.
But-
I was like,
Okay, where are we
But
headed?
here's where I'm headed.
Okay.
Jewish slaves currently my favorite slaves because
Oh.
you guys really knocked it out of the park with some of those
Did
buildings.
we build the Coliseum?
You built. It's on record that you built the Pantheon,
Really?
Really?
but
We did Greece?
so
Oh, shit. Okay.
that's
Fuck yeah.
Rome.
Wait. Oh, what am I thinking of?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell's in Greece.
What
I
are
was
the
in Rome.
columns in Greece?
Colosseum is also in Rome.
Yes, the Coliseum.
Isn't the
Pantheon's in
Pantheon
Greece.
sounds like it's in Greece? I think it is.
The Pantheon.
That's Greece, baby.
Yeah, look it up.
That's Greece.
I'll look it up.
I'm
That's
pretty
Greece.
confident
no,
that
no. This is a Greek thing.
Sounds Greece.
But hey, if we built that, I'm happy.
I'm
Are
pretty
you looking
sure.
it up?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
All right. I mean, the pyramids, obviously.
No, Rome. He's right. What am I thinking of?
I don't know what you're thinking of.
I think it's some kind of Zeus
I went
thing.
to the Pantheon.
Oh, you went there? You should have said
Yeah.
that.
But you were making me question whether or not I did.
What is
Wow.
Okay,
The
I gotta-
Pantheon is actually the old. They still do mass there. They do Catholic mass. In the Pantheon.
and so we built that.
You built that. So it's
Well,
on
you're
record that Jewish slaves built that. The Colosseum was apparently freed people, but come on, we
Yeah.
all know that.
I'm thinking of the damn Acropolis.
Oh.
God damn it! No. Oh, I'm thinking of this. The Parthenon.
Oh,
Parthenon.
That's what
That
I'm thinking
Panthenon,
of.
Parthenon.
God damn it!
They're
Yeah.
too similar. That's
They are
fair.
too similar, and they have columns and
Yeah.
shit. All
Yeah.
right.
Wilfred
Fuck
led
me.
us astray on
Fuck
purpose.
me. All right.
but
So Jews, we're doing big
Jews,
things.
you
we
you
did big
did
things.
big
Yeah, we
things.
did. Well,
you did huge giant buildings.
where Asians fall on Israel Palestine,
Ooh.
or what are the Philippines? What are the Filipino folks?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
You don't know?
Yeah, that's the other thing. You don't think with Asians, you don't actually think about like where are they a lot on some of these global issues? Because I feel like Asians stick to their issues.
Well, they have their own issues.
Of
going
course
on.
they do. They have a
Because
lot of issues.
All of Asia is its own like giant political
Yeah, it's fucked.
fuck up.
So maybe they don't really give a shit about the other ones. They're like, bro, we can't deal with this right now.
It is crazy because they're all caught up in American politics as well. Everyone in the world is.
Yeah.
So they've got American politics and their own Asian shit.
Okay.
And then
Their
as soon
own
as you
Asian
step
shit.
right outside over to Israel, they're like, I don't even know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. That's
I
what
don't
my
know.
assumption is.
I would if I had to guess, I would say they lean Israel.
Yeah.
Simply just a guess.
The tech is too good over there.
They got good tech.
They got great tech in Israel.
But also, like, because I feel like they kind of go with wherever the U.S. goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go.
I think.
In China, it was maybe Palestinian, just because that's not where the U.S. is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny to think Chinese people would give a shit about anybody.
Yeah. Oh, I think at least they're policymakers,
Yeah.
or just whatever is not the U.S. and then the other Japan and Korea, Philippines, also where the U.S. goes.
Yeah, I got to know about this shit, actually.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know shit about Asians.
Oh,
No?
You got to be on this podcast more often.
I just don't know enough of, like, now I think about it, I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know what Asians think about a lot of shit.
Oh, I don't know what we think, but I know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. Have
All
you
right.
watched Squid Games?
No.
Oh, yeah. We're working through it.
Really? I just finished it.
Squid Game. Have you not seen
Never
the first?
never saw
It's
it.
good, man.
It's good?
We just
Was it
rewatched
Korean?
season 1. It's great.
Okay.
South Korean.
South Korea. Oh, damn.
And they
Well,
lean heavily.
We
They're
all
very.
know it's not North Korean.
What's up?
We all know it's not North Korean.
Oh, sure. But they lean heavily Western American. Very Christian, super capitalistic,
Yes.
and they have their wealth disparity. That's why we connect with them so well.
A lot of the media that we're receiving from Korea is all about income inequality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Parasite popped off.
Parasite
was
Americans
good.
related to that idea.
Yeah.
Because they're going through the same exact problems we're going.
Oh, okay.
Hand-
And also South Korea, lowest birth rates,
Oh,
I think,
shit.
in the world.
Oh,
I
fuck.
think so. Yeah. Handmaiden as well. I don't know if you saw that movie.
What's that?
It's
the
pretty much
Handmaid's
like-
Tale?
No,
Oh,
it's
no,
it's called
Handmaiden.
Handmaiden. It's pretty much like Parasite, but with lesbians.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, tasty.
Pretty cool.
Like that. Love that. Love that.
That sounds like what they like middle of the country people call
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, the lesbian parasites. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll get a hold of your wife.
Yeah, they'll fuck you.
Yeah.
They'll
And then
fuck
Squid
you
Game
good.
is the same thing.
Okay.
There's a big wealth disparity.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe
Thing
I
there.
see.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Creepy Asian girl statue.
Mm-hmm. And then horror films. South Koreans very good at their horror,
They
Yeah.
love horror.
which Americans also seem to like and will recreate.
Oh, yeah.
The Ring.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Ju-won? Was
Yeah.
that The Ring?
What?
Ringu.
Ringu was The Ring, yes. And then Ju-won was The Grudge.
That was The Grudge.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they also did what was
Grudge
the
voice.
what's the one that Spike Lee did?
Do the right thing.
Yeah.
No, Spike Lee
Do the
remade,
Right Thing, Ringu?
He remade a Korean movie.
The Raid?
Okay.
No, fuck.
What?
It's
Is it
everyone is gonna
that
it's-
Fat Boy Slim music video?
Yeah.
That's Spike Jones.
Oh.
Much different. Yeah.
You talking about that? Was that a Korean music video first?
That was.
Old Boy.
Old Boy.
He remade Old Boy?
He remade Old Boy.
Why? It was like a classic.
It's also like, well, the thing is, so it got like shit on so hard as soon as it came out. It's very much like the original.
Wait, did he make it with black people?
No, he made it with what's his? God, why am I?
Have you seen this?
Yeah, I saw it.
What? It was bad.
Wait, that's wild.
Josh
So
Brolin is the main character.
he made it with a white guy?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
So he remakes it, and everyone was shitting on it. Here's my theory on why people thought it was awful, because I think it's very similar to the original. I think people in America aren't ready to see Americans be fucking weird like that and put in like weird, creepy situations. They're okay with Asians being put in those situations where they're like trying to do revenge, and then the next thing you know, they're fucking their daughter.
Oh.
You know?
Oh my God.
Have you not seen Old Boy?
Spoiler alert. No, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it a long time ago. I kind of forgot about the daughter fuck. But okay, so
You remember that?
yeah, I don't know.
He like got tricked into
Yeah.
being in a relationship with his daughter.
What a good trick.
Yeah, that's a great fucking
Yeah, trick me into that
M.
anytime
Night
you want.
Shyamalan twist.
Actually, she's been your daughter the whole time. You've been blowing your daughter's back out.
Yeah, Teresa's your daughter, Wilfred.
No,
I
that's,
planned
that's
this.
why you gotta get a white.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Impossible,
you need interracial.
impossible to be a daughter.
That's why interracial is important.
yeah. Cannot have.
You don't want to get old boy.
No, you don't want to get old boy
Get
at
an
all.
interracial relationship.
But I think my theory is that just America they're okay with seeing Asians go through that, but they're not okay with someone like Josh Brolin go through
Okay, I'm
that.
trying to think of like. Okay, this is hard because now you have to think about all weird movies with white Americans in it to test this.
Yeah. Well, what about isn't Saltburn? Isn't that like weird and gross?
I never saw it.
Nah, that was just like that was a gay creepy guy who was like stalking a family.
Oh, I never saw it. I just heard it was gross.
What about the one where he like comes in the peach?
I don't
Call
know
Me
what
by
that
Your
is.
Name. Timothy Chalamet movie.
Oh, I don't know if I saw
I
that
think he
one.
jizzes in a peach and the guy eats it.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, but
To some. Hey, I don't want to yuck your yum.
Yeah. Sorry. Don't
But
wanna-
If
don't
you
wanna-
love eating cum peaches,
yeah,
that's
if you
fine.
love doing that,
I don't
want
want to tell you you're doing a bad thing. I prefer a cum pear.
Yeah.
And by that I mean coming on a pear.
There we go.
Boobies?
Oh.
oh,
like
a
tits.
pair.
Yeah.
I see. That was
That was good.
That was great wordplay, but it was very hard for us
It
to
was
get there.
yeah. we
No,
were just
no,
like-
look, we were in fruit, and then I took us to a different fruit that also could be pairs of titties.
Yes, you did.
You know?
But the difference, it was difficult because pairs are like, you got like pairs as butts,
sure.
you know. So
And body type.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about all that. I think it was fine, and I landed that plane. Anyways.
Plane landed.
Yeah.
plane
so that's
landed.
pretty gross and weird.
yeah, I think I'm right. I think my theory's right.
I don't know.
You guys-
This is one I
'Cause
can't. I
also-
can't comment. I don't know enough.
'Cause
I don't
they
know
did,
enough about film.
The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. They remade that, and that didn't do well.
But that was like a white on white,
Yeah, that was like a it's
European
like a
white to American white.
Swedish, I think, or
Yeah.
something, and then
Yeah.
an American. That one bombed. I think it's just the remake thing, because they also did Let the Right One In. And I think that one bombed.
Yeah,
The Vampire Girl.
yeah.
Sure. Are we saying that
But-
remakes are?
I think remakes are going to be bad generally. But in another argument, they remade a white version of The Ring. That popped off.
Yeah.
That was pretty weird.
Same thing with The Grudge.
So those were weird, and those worked.
But the weird, like, I think the girl from the well, raceless. I don't know what she is.
Samara?
She's white, bro.
I
That's
don't
a white
know.
girl. What else is she?
She could be Asian.
She's not.
She had
Asian.
long dark hair,
No, you saw
very
her face.
very shiny dark hair.
She's-
That's very Asian.
She was Asian in Ringu. She became white. She was up in Maine, bro.
but in
Yeah. She matters who she's killing.
yeah,
She's like my Santa Claus theory.
yeah.
The Grudge, the boy still Asian.
Oh.
They transferred over, still Asian creepy boy.
And we'll say The Grudge didn't do as well as The Ring.
It did just as well.
I don't know if it did just as well.
It might not be
Who
like
was
The
Ring
Well, I
popped.
feel like the Ring also popped because A, scary, B, peak Naomi.
Oh yeah,
She was like banging in that.
yeah. Peak.
She was like, that was like when she really popped off. It was like, yo, who is this?
I also think The Ring came out before The Grudge,
Yeah.
so The Ring was like kind of paving a path for
yeah,
for
because
these.
then there was like 8 different
scary
knockoffs of like
movies.
scary little kid shit.
So
Yeah.
that's all fine. But when he gets like with the daddy dog, the incest thing, you think Americans
Yes.
get weird.
No, whites can't do that.
Whites can't do incest.
But we have been doing it.
But we don't want to see it.
Maybe that's what it is. It's incest.
Yeah, maybe we just don't want to see
Asians
incest,
can
bro.
Yeah.
Asians can do incest.
Yeah. That is more acceptable. I think probably because when we see it, when whites see it, they're probably just like, oh, geez,
Do you think-
Alabama,
Do you think
the South.
whites watch Old Boy and they go, see, they can't even tell the difference.
Yeah. You go.
Wilfred, oh
they
my
go.
God.
Look, they all do
I
look
think
the
that's
same.
what you guys think. You guys are like, oh, see, he couldn't even tell that he
That's what I'm
looked
saying.
exactly like her.
That's what
That's
I'm
why.
saying.
That's why they like white people got past the original. They're just like,
Yeah.
oh well, I mean, yeah, it's hard to tell. But then when they did the white version, like, well, how can he not see that?
It's his daughter.
His damn, she's got his eyes.
Yeah. It's his damn daughter.
It's just not believable. Yeah, it
Simply.
took us out of it.
Yeah, we couldn't figure it out, dude. We simply could not figure it
Yeah.
out.
It's like Clark Kent and Superman in the Josh Brolin version. Like, yeah, duh, you can tell the difference.
But if it's Asian Superman, we have no clue.
Yeah, maybe that's just what it is. It wasn't so much the weirdness.
Overall, Asians, are you guys doing all right? Are you just having beef these days? Like, how? If you were like to ask 10 Asian people in America, are Asian people like, yeah, we got a good life? I feel like Asian people, at least from my eyes, are doing well.
I mean, I guess it depends. If you go on Reddit, Asians aren't very happy.
Reddit Asians aren't happy?
No.
Why?
I think it also depends. I mean, earlier we were talking about canners.
Here's the difference. There's
old ladies getting cans out of garbage.
Oh, yeah. It
So
also
not
does.
all.
Not all.
Not all Asians are doing well. But what race is really doing well? There's a bunch of broke white people, too.
Yeah, I guess no one's happy.
No one's happy.
Yeah, but I don't think whites are getting cans out of garbages yet.
But I feel like this might be a little racist. You can tell me if I'm racist. But there seems to be like two communities of Asian people in America. There's Canal Street, Chinatown, and there's Flushing, Chinatown. And Flushing, Chinatown, you've been up there? It's like clean, and it's like lots of high-tech screens. And like I went there the other night on Christmas Eve, and it's not Canal Street is like fresh off the boat. It's like people like.
So what's interesting, Canal Street, a lot of those are Asians that have been around.
But they didn't assimilate that much?
It's because they have a strong enough community where they don't live their entire lives amongst other Chinese people.
Okay.
Which is, I actually find very fascinating.
That is crazy in New York City to be like, nah, we're doing our own thing here.
It's the same thing in Bushwick. You've got a lot of people that don't only know Spanish.
Yeah, and then you got the Hasids.
Yeah.
Hasids.
Sids. And it's so, that is like kind of what's cool about New York is that like, English
stick to your own.
English can't be
That's what I'm talking about. Okay? I like that. New York is a great example of actually we should all just stick to our own.
It is an example of like it's great cuz you can't English won't get you by everywhere in this city.
No.
It is international.
It is an international city.
Yeah.
But if you go up to Flushing, it seems very like I don't know, it's a completely different Chinatown up there. Like it's like it's not that. They're not only hanging out with Chinese people.
I think they are. There's a lot of places in Flushing that you can't like it's hard to order because you don't know how to say it in their language.
Yeah, maybe, but I feel like just like the people I saw who was at the restaurant with, they were like very like modern and very like, and it was a lot younger too.
Sure.
Which I think those people are going to clearly be more influenced instead of being like, no, we're only doing our own thing.
I think the ones in Queens, it's Queens, so there's a lot of intermixing in Queens in general. Yeah. So I wouldn't know what to tell you. I think there are more types of Asians other than those two.
No. There's two. There's Chinatown and Flushing.
Yeah.
There's Manhattan Chinatown, Flushing Chinatown.
Yeah. And you got to pick one.
You got to pick which side you're going to be on, dude.
Yeah.
Which side do you want to be on?
I think.
Well, Flushing is probably more. What about? Would you say they're more like if you put like Midwest whites versus East Coast whites? Would Flushing be more like a Midwest white?
They got like all like the arcades up there and shit, you know? Theirs is like
a little more space.
More like Japanese and like Korean influence.
But the thing is, they did that. There were arcades in
Chinatown?
In the Manhattan Chinatown. There used to be an arcade right next to Old Man Hustle.
Oh, really?
But the thing is, property value and rent is so expensive there that it's hard to keep shit going. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Wilfred?
What do I think?
What do you think of the whole thing?
Yeah. If you were to be elected to the Asian, like, hey, we need one Asian to speak for how the Asian population
is doing in America.
What would the rundown be if we got it from you?
I mean, a lot of this episode has been me arguing that you guys are being mean to Asians. So and constantly getting a lot of pushback. So I think if I were going to say the state of Asians from my perspective,
just from you, You're living better than me, by the way.
I think it's
So you're beating one white guy right now. I don't have a 5-out room like this, so that alone, you're at least beating one white guy. I live in a fucking living room, bro.
I think
no door.
What I would say is that Asians aren't happy with what we've got.
And what would you like? What do you want from us?
What I would like,
what would you really
what
want?
Can Jake provide?
What can I do
Here's
for
what,
Asians?
Can you tell all of the white people
Okay.
that I just want to be treated like how white liberals treat black people?
Fear. You want a fear-based economy.
Utmost respect
You
and
want
fear.
an absolute. Okay. All right. Okay.
That's what I would like. Honestly, all of the having all of the money in the U.S. isn't really what I was looking for.
Yeah, exactly. Having fucking property
Having all
in
of
Manhattan.
having all of the
fucking,
college degrees.
You don't want any of that.
I didn't want that. I wanted
You
fear.
you want fear. All right. We'll start spreading the word.
Thank you.
You guys got to be a little scarier then.
Thank you.
You guys got to get a little scarier.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Bring up some atrocities.
Yeah. Jake, you have a special on YouTube.
I do.
We should have said this a long time ago.
Yeah, no one made it to this part of the episode, but if you wanted to watch it, it's on YouTube. It's called Live from Portland. I filmed it at Helium Comedy Club.
Uh-huh.
I think it's 2 months old right now.
Ah.
You guys got to check it out. Jake's very funny.
Thank you.
You've seen it for an hour.
Yeah, you've seen my questionable race takes. Come on,
Yeah.
watch the special.
Jake
now.
is one of my favorite, maybe my favorite person to talk about race with.
Love it.
And it's because you have no fear about where the conversation's going to go.
No, but I'll say this. I do feel like if you, first of all, as a white guy, I don't know, Jeff, you're from Detroit, so you're around a lot of black people. Black people,
I mean,
I don't know where. Okay, I was trying to give Jeff credit. Where are you from in Michigan? Fuck. All right. I tried to give you the Eminem, and you went Kid Rock on me. So all right,
you got to take a dirt road to get to where Trev lives.
I feel like it's the main. It's still in America. It's white black. That's gonna be
Sure.
the main
Yeah.
thing. And black people respect when a white guy talks honestly about it.
Yes. Yeah.
And so if you're just, and it can be uncomfortable, but at least like black people are like, all right, he's not bullshitting me.
Yeah.
And I think that's that's where it comes from.
Yeah. You want to know my take on Tiny Cupboard right now?
What is it?
So I think the reason why it's such an awkward room is because you have both of the extreme demographics that are happening in Bushwick. You've got the hood that used to live in Bushwick.
It is wild when you watch a show there. Like, how are these two groups of people mixing
and then
to make one comedy
the other
audience?
side is the blue hair, like LGBTQ, right? So so my theory is that both of them,
you're right. It's crazy.
But my theory is that the black people don't like the other people who are gentrifying their neighborhood.
I don't think
so. Whenever let's say Jake is on stage and like someone with blue hair is laughing at him, I think the black people take a stance by not laughing alongside.
It's like a
which
form
is
of protest.
why, I think that's why there's so much tension in that room.
Oh, maybe.
I think it's the literal embodiment of Bushwick gentrification.
It is weird. I don't perform there, so I'm not there that often. But when I've been there watching, it is crazy where you'll see like a black Bushwick couple who's whatever, like been there for a minute, and then literally next to them is like the septum piercing, and you're just like, how are these people really gonna vibe on the same shit?
And they don't.
They don't. Yeah.
No. Yeah. I'm there a good amount, and I always get along more towards the black Bushwick couple.
Yeah.
Do the Tiny Cupboard? I don't know because I don't really, like I said. Do they have black comics specifically for the black
There's no black circuit comics.
Okay.
No one's doing comic view stuff.
They just don't have them.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's also like black comics to get to Tiny Cupboard, and I think a lot of the idea of what Tiny Cupboard is Bushwick, that like how the Bushwick bar show,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very, very, septum piercing, like you said.
Yeah. It's wild.
And then like the black couple who is local will come in,
and they're like, "Oh, it's close to us."
Yeah. And
we want to see comedy, and then they're like, "What the fuck are we watching?"
Yeah. So, and then the two cultures at the end, we all hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
And
shake
then
hands
and
like
then
like it was the end of a battle in
Then
the
the
Civil
black guy
War.
beats up Wilfred, and we go, "Hey, stop Asian hate."
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
I do end every. That's my closer. Is I let a black guy come
Kick
up
the
and
shit
just
out
kick
of
me
you.
with some boots on.
As is your right, sir. As is your right. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's been an episode. Jake, you're fucking. We gotta have you on all the time.
Yeah. Let me know.
You're the new
anytime.
Gary.
I'm the new
Gary
Gary.
can suck a dick.
No,
Hell
not Care Bear.